Camp Trump. It's Monday morning, about 7:15, out on the morning hike. Obviously some snowmobiles, cross-country skiers use the trail. A lot of the flora here is stunted. You see these ferns right here. They're everywhere. The pine or the oak trees are shrubs. I don't really see any mature oaks. There's a lot of lichen and a lot of mossy stuff like what's on this rock, and it grows on the trees. It grows everywhere, you know. And here's one of the oak shrubs. Like this is an oak tree where we live. A lot of white birch. Again, a sign you're way up north. A lot of white pine. Obviously, you can see the pines. So yeah, Camp Trump has been a little bit of a turnover. I guess a lot of guys are heading home. A lot of them are staying through the election. I'm noticing I went into a much more affluent section of town last night. Tried to get out of the ghetto stomping a little bit. Although Friday night I found myself in a seedy gin joint called Mike's Pub. I was wondering which one of these guys is going to pickpocket, stab, or just outright jump me. About midnight I figured it was time to go. But last night I went to watch the Super Bowl at a bar called McGarvey's right across the street from the Trump headquarters on Elm Street. And it was it was not a ghetto bar. And a lot of people that are pro-Trump, you know, they don't need any convincing. A lot of people are anti-Trump. You're wasting your breath. And what amazes me is how the people on the left will, you know, quickly say, a woman and an older man came up. She smelled like a damn dead show. I mean, she looked like she was swimming in patchouli. Had Bernie stickers and buttons all over her parka. Bumming a cigarette off the Trump man out front. She's like, oh, I'll pay you for it. Well, that'd be the first time you thought about paying for anything, wouldn't it? So the old man comes up that's with her, older by a good 20 years. And she's my age, maybe a little older yet, 50. So this guy's probably 70. And I got into it with him a little bit. He's like, yeah, well, a lot of the negativity is spread by the Republicans. Now, come on, man. You guys pump out the word Nazi and the word racist like it's cotton candy. And I got the evidence because ZDF, the German television station, which is well known to support Merkel and does not lean to the right. You can't operate a TV station in Germany if you lean to the right. They came into the Trump HQ on Elm and wanted to interview us, and you know, we're not really allowed to talk to the press, especially not when you're on the clock. And there were some Sanders protesters out in front of the Elm Street on the sidewalk all day, and they had a sign that said Trump is a Nazi. And the German woman, the intern, was laughing about it. She's like, boy, you Americans really throw that word around Nazi pretty easily. I said, yep, Nazi and racist. That's the go-to word when they got nothing else to argue against. So the political climate on the ground here is starting to heat up. People are getting pissed off that Trump's going to win this. And they're doing everything they can. I got accosted by a kid on the street. He was walking across the street from these protesters. I was on the way to the sub shop. And he just, without even asking me, he's like, hey, you work for Trump? Fuck you, you're a piece of shit. And on and on and on. And I just couldn't resist. You know, I finally said, well, you think of that all by yourself. And before I said that to him, he said, oh, if you don't vote for Trump, then hey, you're a cool guy. So I said, if you think of that all by yourself, and he retorts with, hey, you're a smart, dumb guy. So I guess my intelligence drips out of my suit, but I'm dumb for voting for Trump. So you got to be prepared for irrationality with these folks. There's a lot of it. They don't have a good counter argument. They just know that they know Hillary is worthless. And so they're going to throw all their eggs in the Sanders basket. And I was able to get that old man even to admit that if you don't give Sanders a fair shake in the primary, you're going to disaffect a lot of these young voters. And I hope they don't come out. I would much rather run against Hillary. We can bury Hillary. So keep pumping the message out, folks. Break the two-party system. Counter-argue with the Democrats. If you vote for Rubio or Cruz or Sanders or Clinton, you're voting for the same damn perpetuation of the same system. You break the Trump, you vote for Trump now, you break the two-party system, and the Republican Party will cease to exist as we know it by the time Trump gets out of office. All right, that's the morning hike. We'll see y'all at Verizon Center tonight.